morning. Good morning from Reynoldsburg/Columbus, Ohio. So we're going to turn this down a little bit. How's everybody doing this morning? We're on our way to Cincinnati, and then Indianapolis, and St. Louis, Missouri. Mr. Matt Hunt, how are you doing this morning? No need for the sunglasses today, at least not yet. We've been lucky enough to avoid the rain, but we had dinner last night around 10 o'clock, so it was a long day yesterday. If I'm the bandit, then there's Snowman right there, Dr. Amjad. As you can see, he is actively working on the laptop as we're driving, setting up the next meetings, responding to all the lovely chat going on. I don't know if you guys happen to see the nationwide, I think it was UberDrivers.com Facebook group this morning. Seems that every time we have a positive post, which was our newspaper article that came out in Richmond this morning, you always seem to gather some negative sentiment from somewhere in the country. There's a lot of naysayers out there. That I think one guy posted that we'll be gone soon because Uber and Lyft are testing their scheduled rides, which we've all had to respond to quite a bit. That the main difference between what Uber launched in Seattle a couple weeks ago as scheduled rides, and Lyft has announced that they're going to be testing in the San Francisco area with scheduled rides, is it's just a delayed request. They're not able to prearrange a ride with a specific driver and have any sort of amenities or any sort of arrangement between two individuals. So what they do is they allow you to just say, hey, I want an Uber or I want a Lyft ride, but I want it at 10 p.m. or I want it at 3 o'clock on Thursday, and their apps will automatically make that request for you in the app, but it's still a random request. So whether they have the algorithm built in to where it will start looking for an available driver in time to get to you by the requested time, we're not sure. We haven't been able to actually test it, but we know what they are able to do by nature of the TNC statute. So we're confident that the UZURV product is superior, that it's designed to allow a driver to build his clientele, his or her clientele, and continue to gather not just residual income, but hopefully a long-term rider, somebody that favorites them, relies on them when they need inexpensive, reliable, and quality transportation. So that's what we do, and we're going to continue to take all of the feedback that comes from not just Facebook, but all of our support team gathers and tracks all of the suggestions. The development team and our user experience team, they gather all that information, they prioritize all of it, and every time we do an update or have a new release to the app, you should notice that the majority of the popular suggestions are incorporated there. So looks like Logan Jones is tuning in, and Logan, I'm assuming you're in Austria still. That's pretty cool. If it's 10 o'clock, 10:22, I think we're on Central Time. Actually, no, we're still on Eastern Time, I think, in Ohio. But Logan, maybe you can post there in the comments, what time is it in Austria, if that is in fact where you are. Matt Hunt, yeah, Uber ice cream. I know Harold is a big fan of the Uber ice cream event, so It worked really well in Richmond. I believe they've only done it once, but they're getting ready to do it again. And people go crazy for those free promos. I mean, the number of requests that come out, you know, it's designed to run out, and it's designed to fire, or, you know, light a fire on people to use their Uber app. But those events definitely get people talking, and it seems that, you know, right afterwards they have a lot of negative feedback because people didn't get their ice cream because they ran out. But you know, we're big fans of all press, whether it be positive or negative. It tends to raise awareness, so that's pretty cool. So Logan says he's in Salzburg, Austria. They don't have Uber there. That's all right. Just download your own version of Uber or Lyft and log on. So 4:23 in the afternoon in Austria, Logan. So best to you from all of us here in lovely Ohio, is where we're at. Yeah, Matt, you bring up a good point, that you know, not only is UZURV, you know, great for the scheduled rides, but yeah, as a backup for sure. I mean, not everyone needs to reserve Uber or Lyft in advance, and that's what, you know, we tell a lot of drivers. Say, you know, when you are new, you know, as we open up these new cities, like we opened up St. Louis and we opened up Kansas City yesterday, and you know, you already get comments that, hey, I've been logged on to this app for 3 hours and I haven't seen a single request. So those of you that are in our home market of Richmond, you know that you've been on the app since probably September, October, and yeah, it does take a long time to build the feed and build the number of reservations, but once it starts flowing, there's plenty in there. I know we had several drivers on the driver payout, which is actually going out today. I'm glad I segued over to that, but driver payout going out today. We're paying out 193 drivers that had a payout of $1 or more, with the highest payout I think being $158 for the month. So definitely there's some incentives being offered by the riders. People are qualifying for their referral rewards, even though I believe we're waiving it again this month. We have not yet implemented the 10 ride requirement in order to claim your referral rewards. So if you have referral rewards in your bank showing and it totals $1 or more, we will pay you out today. The reason that it's $1 or more is because the service that we're currently using, which is Square Cash, comes across I think as cash.me. They only pay out, or they'll only transfer funds in the amount of $1 or more. So we're kind of limited to that. If you really got to have the amount, if it's less than $1 and it's not accruing fast enough for you, you know, definitely let us know, and we will get a check cut for you and get it out to you. You know, it costs us more to mail it, but we want to make sure that if you're owed 58 cents, that you get your 58 cents. So, all right, it's cool. This is only the second time I've done a live video on Facebook, so this is pretty neat. Yes, my phone is in a mount, and I can see the comments as they're rolling in. So looks like Jasmine down in Tampa just logged on, and TJ's logged on. Kansas City, Mark Jacobs, or Mark Steven is logged on. It's great to see you guys on here. It definitely gives Amjad and I something to do while we're driving, assuming I don't miss the turn. Amjad's giving me a thumbs up, so I'm assuming that means that we are on for our, here's his thumb, that we're on for our meeting in Cincinnati and Indianapolis for this afternoon, so that's good. We'll definitely have some more excited drivers by the end of the day. Jasmine says she has no money because I have no bank. Oh no. That's why they make backpacks and suitcases, so you can keep all your money in there, because that way you can carry it with you. Let's see, Matt Hunt, drivers in South Florida probably got the 153. You know what? I actually didn't take a look at who it was, but I know that down there in Florida, you guys are racking up the referral numbers that, you know, right now with the reservations being 99 cents, you know, your referral reward per reservation, whether it be on the driver or the rider side, is 7 cents. Doesn't sound like a lot, but when you got 300 referrals and they're doing one a month, you know, it's gonna eventually, when we get up to where we're, you know, running at full price, which is $2.95, you're gonna pull in about 24 cents per, and you know, 300 referrals times 24 cents. If they just did one a month, you know, it's in my opinion, it's easy money. And then if you say, well, if those drivers had to do 10 a month, you can rack up some serious extra cash without having to do anything. Once you've got those referrals locked in, they're yours for the lifetime of the platform. So Matt says he doesn't have any money because his wife takes it all. Uh-oh. Join the club. I think everyone's in that boat. All right, Jasmine says if anybody asks for a check for 50 cents, she's going to fly over there and slap them. So I'll tell you one thing that we had a discussion on at UZURV last week is, you know, the popularity right now with daily pay and with InstaPay going on with Uber and Lyft, and then Uber allows you the cash out option. You know, we're looking at how we can incorporate that to where we're going to allow the drivers, you know, down the road, I'm talking about future development, the drivers will be able to store the whatever the amount of money in the bank screen in the app, and then you determine when you want the cash out to occur. So you could leave it in there. We're hopefully going to have it to where your reservation fees would debit from any balance that you have in there without charging your method of payment. As you know, right now, once the reservation is completed, we charge the rider and the driver at that time, and then we pay out the incentives and the referral rewards once a month on the 7th, which is today again. And TJ, you had the happy faces on there that today was payout day. So so just rest assured that all of the suggestions that you guys gather from your driver groups and roll up either through Facebook or through our #1 request method, which is through our support at UZURV.com, you know, they react to all of them. So hopefully with the changes to that we added Lyft yesterday, hopefully if you're a Lyft driver, you've had a chance to go in and update your profile. I know that if it has already been done, that Dr. Amjad to my right here has already approved you if it's completed. But I'll tell you right now, the #1 issue we have with drivers getting approved is not completing their profile properly. We have over 1,000 drivers pending right now that are either missing their personal picture, their what we call the avatar, which is the picture that the rider sees. We've got several in there that we probably need to suspend, I'll tell you that, because people maybe don't always have their best marketing interest in mind, the pictures that they're putting as customer facing. Me as a rider, I would not pick some of these ever. And I know TJ, you've done a great job of coaching some people through how to, you know, how to build a proper profile that's going to be, and I think James, you did one as well, James down in Texas, you know, telling people, look, have a complete profile. If you've got more than one vehicle, mention it in there. If you've got more than one platform, I know Jasmine drives Select down in, or Lux down in Tampa. I think David Lowell, he drives Select or Lux down in Miami. You know, you want to let your riders know what you offer so that they can see it at a glance. Got a nice picture. Make sure your bio is complete. Make sure you have all your amenities correct of what you offer in your vehicle. And last but not least, you have to have the Uber or Lyft account screenshot in your profile, in your services profile. And for over 1,000 drivers that have signed up, they are missing that. or their personal picture, or a picture of their vehicle. So one of those 3 images missing is the #1 reason why somebody doesn't get approved. And if you've got anyone in your market that is saying that they haven't been approved yet, or how long does this take, or we're caught up. So right now, if anyone has needed approval, they're approved if they're complete. If they're not approved, within, I'd say, 4 hours of signing up, there is something missing from their profile.
Yes.
So that's the rule. Anybody that's asking, they're already missing something, because if it was complete, we would have already approved it. So let me see if I can go back to these comments here. Thank you, TJ. Yeah, like I said, the video thing is pretty cool. It gives us something to do while you're driving. Uh-oh, I noticed my mom tuned in here. She's gonna see me reading my phone and driving at the same time. And she's in California, so we'll see her next week, probably on Tuesday. And Matt Hunt says if I'm the bandit and Amjad's the snowman, then we need to Fred. So we'll pick up a dog somewhere along the way. I'm sure we can find something. Even if he's a stuffed dog, we'll get one. Amjad's probably never seen Smokey and the Bandit, so he doesn't know what the heck we're talking about. But my dad and my uncle and cousins, we all went to see Smokey and the Bandit, I think, when it first came out. I think it was 1977. It was probably not a kid's movie at the time, but I was just a kid and remembered seeing that at the theater. Not to date myself. Doug Page. Douglas Page, one of my buddies from California, is tuned in. And he is a professional driver. So hopefully, Doug, hopefully you've signed up for Uber or Lyft and you're out there making some extra cash when you're not busy playing cards or drinking beer. I know you're a big fan of microbrew. Daniel in Pittsburgh, PA. We met with Daniel yesterday. And Jasmine, yeah, thanks for noticing. We were sitting at a gas station. That was pretty cool. Our mobile office is wherever we happen to be at the time. So Harold's a big fan of Starbucks. We will meet with the driver wherever the driver wants to meet. So we met Daniel, set him up with some of the swag that we've got in the swag wagon here. We've got thousands of recruiting cards for riders and drivers. I've got vehicle decals, I got pins, shirts, all kinds of cool stuff. So if we come through your town, you will be getting free stuff. I can guarantee you that. Jasmine's asking, is anybody on her team in Tampa missing profiles? I can pretty much guarantee it, that every city is represented with people that are not approved. Like I said, we have over 1,000 unapproved, and we've got over 5,000 drivers now. And we just passed our, I think it was 75 days of the app being in the available to the public in the App Store and the Play Store. So we've passed the 5,000 mark, which is a huge victory for us, because our internal goal, and I'm not sure if I'm supposed to share this, but I will anyway, our goal for 2016 was to have about 4,500 drivers signed up for the year. And that was with us launching the app at the first of the year. So our 12-month total was going to be 4,500, between 4,500 and 4,800. And we didn't launch the app until late April, so we were already more than a quarter behind. And in the first 75 days, we've surpassed our annual goal. And thank you to all of you, because you're the ones that are helping us and making it happen. So let's see, Jasmine says, OMG, I forgot to add my Lyft profile. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, you want to double your ride request ability? That's kind of important. Get out there, get your Lyft profile in there. I'm just actively approving as we're driving right now, so if anything's popping in there, he's taking care of it right now, and he'll let you know if anything's missing. TJ's got the stuffed dog covered. All right, we'll pick up Fred in Wichita, Kansas tomorrow night, so that'll be awesome. David Lowell. Sir David down in Miami, how are you doing, sir? I will give David and Jasmine the high five for being the the high energy recruiting machines that they are, I think both of them have well over probably 175 to 200 referrals, and if we get the rest of your people that are sitting here pending approval, if we get them approved, you'd probably be over 300 drivers each, or 300 referrals each, drivers and riders. Jazz or David, if you want to post what your actual lifetime referral total is that's showing right now on your bank screen, I think that would be a real motivator for some of them out there that could maybe private message you guys and get some ideas of how to get the same results, because down the road UZURV is going to be much bigger than it is today. I mean, we're essentially non-existent even with 5,000 drivers. It is not a household name, and it will be. And I just, my wish for all of you is that you're getting your 7% of that, your chunk that's due for your referrals. So that's awesome. Jazz says, uh-oh, Matt's listening. Matt Donlan. So welcome, Matt. Matt is our CEO and co-founder of UZURV. Matt is an active Uber driver. I'm not sure if we've got him signed up on LYFT yet, but I know he will as soon as the incentive is right, because that's kind of my motto as well. Right now, they just launched LYFT in Richmond about 2 weeks ago, and they're signing up so many drivers that they're offering 0 incentives to be a LYFT driver in Richmond right now. So everyone's signing up for free just so they can drive for LYFT. I would much rather take part of a large signing bonus before I decide to drive for LYFT. I think Matt Donlan still has total more rides than I do as a part-time driver. So Matt's out there, out and about. He's actively giving rides every day. You never know, if you guys come into Richmond someday, you might get picked up at the airport by the CEO of UZURV. So, and you could always make a reservation with him, so you can guarantee to get a ride with Matt. So let's see. Oh, Matt says and LYFT. So I'm assuming, Matt, you're on LYFT. Beat me to the punch. I'm not on there yet. All right, so I'll keep this going for another couple minutes. If you guys have any pertinent questions, shoot them onto the screen real quick. Raymond Tabor joined in. Raymond in Winston-Salem / Piedmont Triad, North Carolina. Raymond is someone that possesses some great talents in graphic design as well as photography. So Raymond has done some great things to help us out with some creative aspect on some of the things that even other drivers out there have been either making cards or flyers or that type of thing. I know Raymond's done his own that he's been willing to share with several others. He did some for a wine festival that took place down there that looked really nice. So Matt says he may join the road trip in Denver. We'd love to have you if you hop on that United flight. United flies direct from Richmond to Denver. You could be there in about 4 hours. So if you want us to pick you up, we'll be there on Saturday night, I think, and then heading out of Denver Sunday morning to Salt Lake City. We can always make a change if we need to. We can pick you up and put you in the back seat. We might have to give away some free stuff to make some room in the car, but I'm sure TJ in Wichita will help us empty the trunk, because she's going to have, I think, quite a few drivers that are looking to get some inside info to UZURV. So after Salt Lake City, we're going to be heading across the lovely state of Nevada to a neat little place. If you've never been, I recommend you all find time in your put it on your bucket list to go. Is Lake Tahoe. Lake Tahoe's right on the border of Nevada and California. It sits at about 6,000 feet, and the mountains around there go all the way up to 11,000 feet, and that's where all the ski areas are in California, at least in Northern California, and right in the middle of the Sierra mountain range. Pretty cool spot, whether it be in the middle of winter or middle of summer. If you just Google Lake Tahoe and click on images, it'll blow your mind. So if you never get a chance to go there, we're going to see Monica, who is our contact person in Lake Tahoe, very active on Uber and Lyft. They've got a unique situation because they sit right on the state line, where half of Lake Tahoe is in California, half of Lake Tahoe is in Nevada, and California drivers cannot pick up in Nevada. And all of the large casinos and hotels are right at the state line. So you could have a person standing across the street and they're in Nevada. If you're a California driver, you can't pick them up and you won't get the request on Uber. But on Lyft, I believe you're able to pick up both. So Uber's got a unique situation right there in Lake Tahoe that I think they need to deal with, because people fly into Reno, Nevada, and then get shuttles or taxis or UZURV or whatever to Lake Tahoe, but it has to be a Nevada driver to pick them up at the airport, which is kind of weird. So when are we coming to Tampa? I know that Matt and our marketing and communication team definitely has plans to hit Florida. Harold did the South Florida and East Coast and the South tour just a few months back, and he spent time, I know, in Jacksonville, Gainesville with Chris, went down to Miami, Sarasota, and the Petersburg, Orlando, and Tampa area. So we've been in Florida, both North Central and South Florida, recently, but that was prior to you guys really coming on board and getting everything moving. It was right before that. So I think Matt and the marketing team will plan on being there soon. They'll keep you posted on those plans, but our plan would be to, we want to get West Palm Beach open. That's probably the biggest area right now that is not open. And then farther south on the Gulf Coast, so the Naples, Fort Myers, that side, the Gulf side of Florida, and then obviously the Panhandle. We don't have anything open yet up in Pensacola or Tallahassee, going all the way over towards Mobile, Alabama. We need to get that area open. So yeah, Mark Steven Jacobs says save some for a little for KC. So we will have some stuff for you, because we will be there tomorrow. I think we're staying in St. Louis tonight, kind of on the northeast corner of St. Louis tonight, and then we'll be at KC tomorrow. So anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and end this video for now. I wish there was something on the road here in Ohio that I could show you, but really there is not. So thanks for tuning in. Jasmine says I'm supposed to call your cell. Didn't call you? Yeah, we can call you. Uh-oh, angry face. Airport. Oh, you guys want to know about the airport? Feel free to, anybody that wants to know about the airport is more than welcome to PM me. I will send you my phone number, or you can email me at jeff@uzurv.com, and I will send you my phone number, and you can call me, and I will be glad to give you some pointers on how to handle a first in, first out geofenced queue at an airport or a military base, or if you're at a concert and you're trying to pick up your rider and there's 10,000 people all requesting Uber or Lyft at the same time, how to do that legally and while covered under insurance. Do not transport anyone in your vehicle under Uber or Lyft. This is me as a driver speaking, not a user, because as a driver, I would never transport anyone in my vehicle without having an active ride or the proper insurance. So not only is it illegal in our state of Virginia where we operate, it is not a smart business decision. So that's my input. If you want more input on the ideas for how to do that properly at the airport, give me a jingle. And thanks for tuning in. You guys keep commenting, appreciate it. We'll talk soon.